Hey guys, how we doing? And welcome to Lee's Slotcars for another Showtime. What is Showtime? Well, it's an excuse for me just to have a little waffle for a little while and talk about what I'm doing and what I've seen during the week, and occasionally thank people and mention people and do all that sort of stuff. But it also gives me a chance to show you a car, and just out of the collection. I'll pick up a random car and I'll have a little chat about it, about how I got it and why I like it, why I don't like it, as the case may be. And I'm quite enjoying doing this, but it means I have to put some thought into it, or a little bit, because normally I'll just start building something and I'll just crack on. Whereas now I have to think, well, what am I going to talk about? And I didn't know until about 5 minutes ago what I was going to talk about, and I don't know if it's very interesting. But that aside, first of all, I want to thank Pete Brown at Track Fans TV, first of all, because he's given me a lot of help in the last couple of weeks and guidance on how to sort of develop the channel and what I can do, and he's given me some really good advice. So cheers, Pete. I appreciate that, buddy. Things I've seen this week, the one thing that stood out for me was Dave at Slotcars, his latest build. And I don't know if any of you haven't checked out Slotcars, but I suggest you do so pretty quickly. Dave has built, it's like a garage, but it's just not any old garage. It's not like one of my bung it together foam board things. This is basically from a magnetic racing kit, but as Dave does, he always goes off script. And it is an absolutely fantastic build. And I have to say, in my honest opinion, I think it's one of the best scenery builds that I've ever seen. So high praise indeed. So go over and check that out. What have I got coming up? Well, there's a couple of builds that are either in the pipeline or been done and are waiting to be released. There's some good fun stuff in there. Also later on in a couple of weeks, there'll be probably my best foam board build so far. I took a lot of time over it, and I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with how it's come out. So that will come up in due course. There's other things that I've been working on and building. There's a lit up tunnel, there's a burger bar, there's all sorts of things. But what I tend to do is because I get in a build frenzy. I don't know if it's something wired in my brain, but I tend to be quite prolific. And so if I banged out everything I'd been building in the space of a couple of weeks, you'd be bombarded. So what I do is I just schedule releases, so I'll film it and I schedule release and just, book it on for the next week and the next week. Because I only like to put one out once a week, because otherwise it can get a bit tiresome, can't it? I mean, you can only see so much foam board in a week, can't you? So, there's a few of those coming up. Once again, I want to thank the people that have signed up for membership at the channel. I think we've got 4 now, which is absolutely fantastic. I've mentioned all that before about who you are, and I'm not going to sort of go into that too much, but I've been thinking about membership content and what I can do. And the one thing that I can do is a lot of my builds go over maybe 1, 2, sometimes even 3 videos, and I'll release the first one, and then the next week it'll be part 2, etc, etc. Well, as a member, you'll get access to all of them. So as soon as I release part 1, you'll automatically be able to go and watch part 2 and part 3. So you can watch the whole build in one sitting, if that's what you want to do. And it's something I've come up with, and there'll probably be more as I sort of investigate what I'm going to do in the future with the channel. So that's something that you can do. So if you're interested, by all means, have a look at the membership details and crack on. And you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Right, let's have a look at this car, shall we? This is an unusual one. So today's car is this Mini Cooper S number 17 Broadoak. I absolutely love it. The beauty of doing this new series is that I get to pick up a car randomly randomly, and run a few laps with it. And I'll be honest with you, this car spends most of its time sitting in the pit garage as a part of the scenery. And I saw it the other day and I thought, I loved that car when I got it. Why is it just sitting in there? Why don't I run it more often? I bought it ages ago. I've had it for a long time, because I wanted a Mini in my collection. Every slot car collection should have at least one Mini. Any more, check out Rob's sale. Rob's got slightly more than one Mini. But it's an absolute beauty. I love it. I love the colourings of it. I love everything about it. The old aerial surprises me because it's hanging on by a thread. But it keeps on going, it keeps going. And so I'm going to run a lot of laps with this today. It might need a little bit of tweaking before I put it on the track, because like I say, it's sat for quite a while, so I might rough up the tyres a bit, and that's about all I know what to do in getting the car ready for the track. But it runs really well, it handles well, it's everything about this car is good. And why don't I use it? So there we go. That is car of the day, the Mini Cooper S number 17 Broadoak, and I'm going to bung some serious laps out with this bad boy. So sit back, grab a coffee and enjoy.